matching the 5060 Ti 8GB in performance, outdoing it with double the VRAM, and beating it on price. Which sounds great, but it also might not be the right thing to buy. And I'll tell you why after I tell you something you do want to buy from our sponsor. AMD, this was kind of your shot. NVIDIA is super distracted at the moment, and unless you do more, your GPU division is going to continue to only resonate with a small niche of users who don't mind owning a punching bag. And I would deserve to be punched in the bag if I didn't segue to our sponsor. As we were set to film it, Microsoft announced that they would postpone Recall in response to the community's concerns. And here we are a year later, and Recall's back, baby! But have all the problems really been addressed? I mean, was it even that bad before it got delayed? Am I ever gonna segue to our sponsor? I think Andrew Cunningham said it best on Ars Technica last year. Windows Recall demands an extraordinary level of trust that Microsoft hasn't earned. What a great turn of phrase. And what a great opportunity to tell you about our sponsor.
There is an expensive. We'll get to it later. It's the last one we're gonna look at.
You bought a go-kart?
Yes, sir.
Do you fit in it?
Damn.
Well, no, I mean, is it for adults?
Yes, it's for adults. It's actually the sequel to the one you have.
But have you ever seen the sequel to Segue? To our sponsor?
They're right here.
Oh, that's our sponsor?
Yeah.
They're quoting 2 gigabytes of RAM savings now and have made it very clear that they're not done yet. It's cliche, folks, but Valve appears to have awakened the giant, and this thing could be a game changer for handheld PC gaming. It's also cliche, but here's a segue to our sponsor. We've finally been given the power to do something to fix Windows gaming, but they've been stuck operating in stealth mode. Well, now that the cat's out of the bag and they're ready to talk about it, the energy is palpable, both from ASUS and Microsoft, and also from the other folks that have laid hands on these devices. I'm also feeling another kind of energy, the energy to tell you about our sponsor.
It's just that some of it it's not so new, but at least it's finally coming to Apple, like polls in group chats or spam call rejection. Or, I shit you not, Windows on iPad. And also so much more. So hang on while we do our collective best
to tell you about our sponsor.
Kinda cool, I guess. Yeah, you can combine emojis to make new ones, and you can even apply these changes to your own avatar. But was mankind really meant to have such power? Personally, I miss the days when emoticons were made with punctuation marks rather than with machine learning. But I guess you can't stand in the way of progress. Or our sponsor.
Not just for people like us that are relatively new to macOS, but also for the rest of their users. So here is how our 30-day Apple challenge went, and why 60 days later, we're both still on macOS. Just like I'm still doing segues to our sponsor.
And the screen is like nothing else. Have you seen the labs results for the HDR on this?
No, I haven't yet.
It's insane.
Well, I've seen what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very successful challenge.
What I care about, though, is our sponsor. Now, we could insulate them, but realistically, we probably don't need to, because inside our environmental chamber, we can control not only temperatures, but also humidity, meaning that we probably won't even need our makeshift conformal coating. It just looks cool. Just like I think it's cool to tell you about our sponsor.
Oh.
No. She's good, she's good.
No, I don't think it's good.
Oh, she's not good.
No.
She's not good. She's bad.
That's a wrap.
Wrap, just like this segue.
That you're gonna wrap.
No, to our sponsor.
We can do even better.
Wow, this is actually much higher end than I expected. Is this a 2080 Super?
I know! Can you believe that? That's almost as unbelievable as this 360 pop shove it Willy Grind segue to our sponsor.
It's hard to find them at a good price, and that could be a combination of the lack of widespread adoption and also the fact that Arc is riding a new wave of popularity. Maybe it's a bit of both. But you know what else is riding a new wave of popularity? These segues to our sponsor.
Kinda interesting, but when you crunch the numbers, reveals a lot about what gamers are buying right now. So let's take a look at all these parts. And let's build the average PC and see if it's enough for modern gaming. What is enough for our average games, though, is our sponsor. And I think it could also stand to be updated to tell us more about the displays that gamers are using. YouTube, for instance, has seen a huge trend towards living room viewing. Is a similar thing happening in PC gaming? Who the f knows? What I do know, though, is our sponsor.
But under the right conditions, this thing should crush not only a regular old 24 gig 4090, but even beat a 5090. And I'm going to show you after I generate a segue to our sponsor. I can't guarantee that it'll make a difference for every workload you have, and I can't even guarantee that it'll be reliable. Who knows? You know, these lobotomized 4090s that then get reassembled and shipped to you. Good luck, everybody. And good luck to our sponsor. And now that we've got a new, latest, and greatest, I think it's high time for us to ask, is it really worth spending this kind of money? Or could we get most of the benefit for a fraction of the cost? Something, our sponsor. I feel like GPU companies have kind of taken advantage of that wisdom and convinced us to spend more than we should be spending on the GPU. And these days, we might want to consider a more rounded approach to our upgrades. Like this rounded segue to our sponsor. These guys might face more legal complaints for being here, sorry about that, but they agreed to travel all the way here and share their story to help educate consumers and hopefully give other independent reviewers the benefit of their experience fighting this battle. But first, I need to battle this segue to our sponsor. I'll get you, Segue!
Thanks for listening to us, and if you want to find out more about House Fresh, you can now use Google to find us.
No one, no matter how big or how small, should be allowed to be shoved around for speaking the truth if they're putting in the work to back it up. But what I will shove you into is the segue to our sponsor.
They would send me all the cases, and in exchange, they wouldn't have to be the ones to store them anymore. I mean, there can't be that many of them, can there?
Yes, there can be.
Oh, lordy. Let's have a look at what they sent us, shall we? And let's have a look at this message from our sponsor. Just an idea?
Yeah.
They might take forever to build in, though. That's kind of my concern.
Oh, we can do it. Our last stream was like 8 hours. We've got nothing but all day. Or maybe we just need help from you guys.
Yeah, let us know if you have any brilliant ideas. And let us know if you ever heard of our sponsor. And he is master of the dark art of upgrading non-upgradable Macs.
Today I'm going to show Linus here how to actually perform these upgrades.
Yes.
And if he does well enough, I'll even let him try on one of his own machines himself.
It's gonna be awesome! Just like this awesome segue to our sponsor. I had a very helpful supervisor. Yeah, we shouted out your channel earlier, but hey, now we're showing it. Go check him out, DOSDude1. We'll have him linked in the video description. Thanks so much for coming up here, Colin.
Yep.
And thanks so much for enduring me telling you about our sponsor. I like Mario Kart. So here's the deal. You're gonna try 8 different gaming handhelds today. And if you like one of them more than you like the Switch 2, you can take that home instead. But there's a catch. Should you choose something other than the Switch 2, I'm not buying you a Switch 2. Just like I'm not gonna buy you the Segue to our sponsor.
Okay, sure. Yeah,
Happy birthday.
thanks.
And happy birthday to our sponsor.
What?